From the Detroit Free Press, it's Thursday, April 30th. Here are today's top stories. Brought to you by JB's Smokehouse, located inside Bush's Fresh Food Market of Canton. JB's offers a range of authentic barbecue favorites, and with more than 30 Michigan craft beers on tap, trivia, and live music every Friday night, JB's is sure to become your new favorite barbecue spot.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kerry Jr. The Michigan Health Department reports over 1,100 new cases of COVID-19 and 103 new deaths. In total, there are over 40,000 cases and about 3,600 deaths statewide. The state is reporting lower coronavirus counts, and Governor Gretchen Whitmer is ready to let some sectors return to work. At Wednesday's press conference, Whitmer announced she will sign an order Friday resuming commercial and residential construction work.
We are comfortable taking this step because it is a lower risk enterprise.
Whitmer says the order will take effect on May 7th. Detroit city officials are ready to start construction and landscaping projects in the city. Mayor Mike Duggan says 16 private contractors will begin rebuilding the sewage system and roads in the weeks to come. A project he says is worth $110 million. But first, the mayor is requiring that companies test all their employees.
And there will be 300, 400, 500 more people in the city working in the highest standards of safety on construction site.
On Tuesday, Duggan said an additional 200 city employees will start landscaping projects on Monday. The city workers will also receive testing. 3 female protesters were removed from the state capitol early Wednesday morning by security. A physical altercation ensued, and one woman was dragged from the House gallery. Reporter Paul Egan has insight on the situation. So from what you gathered, do we know what organizations the women were from and what they were protesting against?
They were connected with a group called Michigan United for Liberty. They basically say they are opposed to what they feel are, overreaching orders that are putting many Michigan residents out of work.
In relation to that protest at the Capitol, they were mostly, from what I could tell and from what I've seen in the reporting, they were outside. This one, they were inside. Is that why they were removed?
Well, they were in the public gallery, and normally they would have every right to be there. Because of the coronavirus pandemic and the need to increase social distancing between state representatives, they decided they were going to close the public gallery today. And the reason they were going to close it was they were going to allow some of the state representatives to sit in the public gallery so that they could increase the distance among themselves. But what happened is apparently they didn't close the doors soon enough, and these 3 women had already taken seats in the public gallery. And so what happened is when they then asked them to leave, that created a big disagreement, and at least one of the women being, dragged out of the public gallery, and another one alleging that she was assaulted, that one of the sergeants had put his hands on her. So the state police are investigating. They say they're reviewing video. They're taking statements from various people. They're going to look at it.
Thank you so much, Paul, for talking with me about this.
Okay, my pleasure. Have a great one.
Yep. Stay safe.
Okay, you too. Bye.
The organization is scheduled to protest at the Capitol today. The pandemic is changing university commencement ceremonies. In an effort to observe social distancing rules, Wayne State University held its first virtual commencement on Wednesday. University President M. Roy Wilson was joined by the Provost and the Board of Governors by video to honor the Spring 2020 graduates. Each dean and a student of their choice gave speeches. The university also presented 3 posthumous degrees to students Darren Adams, Brajan Moore, and Dwayne Carrero Berry. The university says there are still plans to hold an in-person ceremony once the state restrictions are lifted. That's the latest. For more information about COVID-19 in Michigan, visit www.freep.com.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Angie Jackson. A former employee of the Wayne County Juvenile Detention Facility has filed a whistleblower lawsuit, saying that she was forced to resign after refusing to work without a face mask to protect herself and others from COVID-19. In the lawsuit filed in Wayne County Circuit Court, Azanine Petty alleges that her superiors at the Juvenile Detention Center told her that she couldn't wear a face mask inside the facility, where she interacted with her coworkers and the youth detained there. Petty lives with her parents and her infant son in Detroit. She asked to wear a mask while working and said she raised concerns to her supervisors about contracting the novel coronavirus and bringing it home to her family. Her lawsuit alleges that an official at the detention center told Petty that she was protected by God. Petty says she was told to resign if she wouldn't work without a mask, and she quit on April 6. Wayne County has declined to comment on the pending lawsuit. The county said staff are given PPE and are allowed to wear masks at work. In a Facebook Live video that Petty posted after she resigned, she said she was forced to decide between supporting her family financially or keeping them safe from the virus. All I asked was to wear a mask, and I was told no, she said.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department, and news on how Major League Baseball may be able to return this summer. The latest plan, first reported by USA Today, calls for a 100-game season beginning in early July, with teams broken up not by American and National Leagues, but by geographical divisions. The Tigers would be in a 10-team Central Division and would only play teams within that division. The plan also calls for games to be played in Major League stadiums, but for no fans to attend. There is no early word on how a postseason would work out, but considering how much money is on the line when it comes to baseball's television partners, the crack in the bat and the pop of the mitt can't come soon enough. Unfortunately, there's no way of knowing at this point when this proposal will be tweaked or when approval by both the players or owners will come.
Do you like what you're hearing in our news briefing? Let us know, whether it's a question, comment, or something you just want to hear. You can share your opinion by emailing us at voice@freep.com. That's voice@freep.com. See you tomorrow.